The money turn me to a monster. The money turn me noodles and a pasta. The money turn me tuna and a lobster. They wanna do me, I'ma know it like a monster. 5 a.m., I'm on the north side of Philly. Riding around like these haters don't wanna kill me. It's a shame how they hate on me. You gotta feel me. I started out with $1 and got $1 million. Like, do it for the gram, ho. Do it for the gram, ho. She don't wanna bust it, I say do it for them bands, yo. I say do it for them bands. Fucking with that broke nigga, you should do it for your man. Lately, I've been on the low with a hoe that you probably know. Took it to the crib and met mama right at the door. Mama started smiling like, mama, I gotta go. I done took so many trophies to mama, my mama know it's on a real nigga. I get that money, pay them bill, nigga. My mama told me you a real nigga. And I be hanging with them real killers. Now what a feeling when you're looking at the latest whipping on, you can copy. Or looking at the baddest bitch and knowing you can pop it. The youngest nigga in my city doing.
Tuned in live. It is Degen Fantasy on Friday, October the 18th. I am joined by Double Down Dan, Adam O'Brien, and we got some college football picks for you. Let me just start it off. If you can't see me, I'm at the top of the screen because I fucked up the display today. And real quick, before we get into talking about what we're going to be picking for college football, just want to point it out, okay? Myself and Bry, and Dan hasn't really talked about what he's been doing betting wise, but have been on an absolute egregious fucking barn burning, just absolute murderous streak of sports betting. Bry, I don't know how much you're up. I'm up 2,100 over the last 10 days, just on a rampage.
I'm not up that much. I'm up about 975.
Damn. So collectively, the show is up 3K. That's fucking stupid.
To be honest, it's been very easy betting for me because I'm just telling you guys. I haven't even been thinking. It's just been great. I gotta be honest.
Got it. Yeah,
I haven't been doing the wild ass parlays like Rocky Prop, but I take a couple off of his. He doesn't understand this. I take a couple off his dance card, play him singly like a gentleman, of course, you know me, and then I take Brian's shit, which he usually sends singly, and I just play all of it. I literally haven't had to make my own bet in a week. It's been you guys just keep it up, and I'm just gonna collect the cash. I think that's great.
Dude, I've had people in my friend group that don't know anything about sports. I went into my Discord group and I was like, yo, guys, do you want to, I've been hitting these bets. Do you want to parlay? And they were like, no, fuck that, dude. And anyway, they literally stopped the conversation because they were talking anyway. And then that night I sent a ticket in the Discord of a $700 ticket that hit. And they're like, fuck, I can't bet where I'm located. Let me just send you $30. I'm like, for what? He's like, just play what you're playing. So I play exactly what I'm playing. I just bet the same ticket. He sent me $30, and the same night I sent him $250 back. He did it the next day. Sent him $300 back. It's been absolutely fantastic. So that's why I just wanted to preface this before we get into the stream that if you are looking to get some good sports betting advice, you couldn't find it from anyone hotter on YouTube. So that's what we're going to start out the segment with. Coming up for the college schedule in the slate, I'm in the top corner if you can't see me, by the way, is Alabama versus Tennessee. University of Georgia versus Texas, which is going to be a crazy game. Georgia's plus 5 points. And then Michigan versus Illinois. So I'm curious to what's the biggest game on the slate for you guys? Is it Georgia, Texas?
Yeah, easily.
Yeah. Do you want to start here?
Let's save it for the last, right?
All right. So then pick one.
Brian, where do you want to start?
I'm going to go start with Michigan and Illinois. So Illinois had a fucking crazy game last week. They played Purdue. They're destroying them at halftime, and then Purdue scored basically 40 points in the second half and barely lost. Illinois, however, is going to be starting a backup quarterback this week. So this will be his first start. It will be at home, but it's against an extremely good defense. The bet for this game, in my opinion, is the quarterback's name is Jake Tuttle.
Jack Tuttle.
His passing prop is 175.5. I like under. I think Michigan will shut Illinois down and limit his ability to throw the ball, especially in his first start.
Didn't he get some playing time last week?
He did.
Didn't he was there an injury and he finished somewhat of the game?
Altmaier got hurt last week. And
that's what it was. He brought it up. I remember watching the time of the game, see him in, and I know who he was.
All right, so what I'm looking at real quick, Bry, is that Tuttle's starting for Michigan and Altmaier's starting for Illinois. That's what I'm looking at right now. 175.5 is over under on Tuttle. He's starting quarterback for the Michigan Wolverines. That's what it says.
My bad then. I wrote down the wrong thing. Then it's Altmaier.
Okay. Altmaier's at 207.5.
207, yes. Altmaier
you're
under 207.
Okay, you're liking the under for Altmaier. I'm going to go ahead and co-sign that one as well. Like I said, these gentlemen have been hot, so just fucking blindly tail at this point. But
what's Altmaier's line?
It's 207.5. Altmaier's going to come up against what I think is probably one of the most skilled defensive lines in the Big Ten. I don't think it's going to be an easy day for him because the Illini have a bad offensive line. I like that play under. And I'm curious to see where Michigan attacks from. Are they going to let Tuttle throw the fucking ball? I don't know. Brian, did you catch him last week at all coming in the game?
Yeah. Yeah, he's all right.
Did he look like he could throw the ball at all? Or
I mean, better than Orgy.
Which is, yeah, that's, I feel like my 9-year-old son could probably throw the ball a little bit further than Orgy. But is he a runner as well? That's my last question. It does
not as much.
Okay, interesting. All right. I don't know where to put this game, but what I think realistically totals 44.5. I know it's going to sound crazy. I think I'm going to take the over here. I think we're going to have some points. Illinois has been in a lot of shootouts this season, I think. What's the common opponent between these two?
I'm trying to think.
Would be Nebraska. Did they play
Nebraska,
both play Nebraska?
maybe?
Okay, so two different types of games there. But, yeah, give me the over 44.5 here. I think Michigan kind of lights this Illini defense up. And as you've seen with Illinois, they can stay in any fucking game. They stuck with Penn State. I mean, they lost, obviously. But I feel like they're in these games. They're not going to be falling too far behind. And Michigan can be scored on. We saw, USC kind of march up and down the field a couple times on them. So, yeah, give me the over 44.5.
Gotcha. And guys, by the way, if you're tailing along with us, as we announce each one of these picks, I'll be dropping them on the banner across the bottom of the stream. If you want to write them down, tail them, or take your screenshots, please go ahead and do that. Any like player props you guys are looking at in this one? Like running backs, wide receivers.
I'm looking right now. Maybe Donovan Edwards to score a touchdown, minus 105. Not too bad.
Don Edwards, anytime tutty.
Mm-hmm.
All right, cool.
I like that.
Give a score prediction for this game. Because you took the over, so it's got to be high scoring.
I think we're looking at like a 30 to, I don't know, maybe 35 to fucking 21, 35-14, maybe something like that.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm having a hard time figuring out where Illinois is going to score points. I don't know. I'm probably like 27-13, somewhere in that area.
So you guys leaning Michigan?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. So then Michigan money line as well, if you guys would like to tail on that. But obviously going to be a high scoring game, so it can go either way. What's the word with this Bama Tennessee game? Because I know Bama has came out kind of strong, but I think this matchup is going to be a little bit closer than most people think.
So like a couple weeks ago, I would have said Tennessee should be the favorite in this game. Last two games, they haven't scored in the first half. They've been blanked in two first halves in a row, which is very concerning, especially considering how explosive their offense is. Their defense is still good. This is the best defense that Bama's going to face this year, or up until today. This will be the best defense they face. I'm a little wary on betting Bama, even though I think that they're going to win. I like the under for the first half, 28.5. I think both of these defenses, with Tennessee's inability to score in the first half of the last two games, Plus, I feel like Bama's probably going to try to slow this down, especially a big road game. I think this goes under in the first half.
Yeah, and a curiosity, Dan, because if you have that lineup, what's Jalen Milroe's rushing line?
Let me pull it up real quick.
Because I think he's one of the probably
rushing.
Yeah, his rushing line. He's one of the best dual threat quarterbacks, I think, in college football. I
probably
think it's got to be over what, 30?
Oh yeah, it's 51.5.
51.5. That's a high ass line.
Bri, would you say that Tennessee's defense is better than Georgia's?
Right now, I would.
Jesus Christ.
I like that under. I don't think he's going to get 50-plus yards rushing.
Yeah. So I see this game a little bit differently than Bri. I think we're looking at a similar game tape to what happened in Georgia versus Georgia. I think Alabama's going to come out, get on top early, which is going to force Tennessee to throw the fucking ball. I think they're going to find some success too. I think this Alabama defense is shitty, to say the least, and I don't think that they're going to be able to stop Nico from throwing the ball, really. So I'm kind of counting on some garbage time touchdowns, some garbage time fucking yards, really, for him. His line is 201.5, kind of not the greatest line, but I like that paired with the over 1.5 passing touchdowns. The real the way Tennessee sees success here, I think, is testing these defensive backs. If they can, I think Tennessee could win this game. I am not sold on Alabama. I don't think anybody should be sold on Alabama, and you're going to see when we talk about this Georgia-Texas game. I think Texas is about to fucking show everybody what the fuck's up. So I'm going to take Tennessee plus the points, and then I'm going to fucking go ahead and throw those Nico props in there as well.
What's Ryan Williams' receiving line on that?
Give me 2 seconds.
It's got to be somewhere
68.5.
68.5.
Tennessee's got a really stout defense. They have a really stout defense.
Yeah, because I know he gets like 4.5 or like 5 receptions per game or so.
Yeah.
Kid's 17 years old. It's so hard to like confidently bet on someone that young.
Yeah, it is. It is shocking the way he is absolutely standing the fuck out at 17 years old. Against some of these guys are fucking 22, 23. You know, we see a lot of fucking super seniors now on all these fucking teams that are like 25, 26, and this kid's fucking making all of them look like jokes. So I think we got points here, man. I really, well, maybe I'm hoping that we have points here, but yeah, I like these props, these Nico props. Over 201 yards passing, over 1.5 touchdown passes as well. That's a plus number on the touchdowns as well.
For who?
29. Nico Lamaleva. Say it, Brian.
Lamaleva. Aliava, I think is how you spell it. How you pronounce
Aliava?
it?
Okay.
Yeah,
I was completely...
I did not spell that right.
MEALB or something like that.
All right, we're just gonna call him Nico. We're gonna call him the llama. But yeah,
Nico
over 20. Yeah, over. Yeah, that's a good one. Over 201.5 is a minus 123 line too, so not too bad there.
Yeah, my only concern with Tennessee is essentially what happened the last 2 games. They only scored 14 against Arkansas, and they only scored 17 in regulation against Florida Gators, which went to overtime, which they won. If they don't score more than 20 points, they lose this game. So they have to be able to put up points. And that's their path to victory. That's why I probably favor Bama if I'm picking the game. But yeah, I think in the first half, I think they're gonna feel each other out, and I think it's gonna be a slow-paced first half. So that's why I'm on the under for the first half at this point.
I think that's a good play. And then the one thing I really wanted to bring up, just because I like talking shit, is when we transition to this UGA Texas game. How do you guys think the only good ETN brother is going to play this week? because Travis Etienne looks like absolute dog shit. He looks fucking. He lost his job to Tank Bigsby.
Well, as he should have. He was looking god awful. Trevor's good. He can run the ball. Georgia's got some shit. I don't know what the fuck's going on. It doesn't look like Kirby's got control of the team in just general. Just optically looking at just the offseason shit included in that. What we're looking at in this game, Bri, is this going to be Texas's like big dog introduction?
Showing out party?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, so I feel like the path to success for Georgia in this game is on the ground. And unfortunately, Georgia hasn't had a 100-yard rusher all year, which is crazy to think about, right? So Georgia likes to pound the rock. They haven't had a single back run for over 100 yards in a game. That's a problem, especially against a top 5 defense in Texas. I think they're ranked number 2 in the nation. Georgia's ranked number 4. So you have 2 really good defenses playing each other. So now it comes down to, okay, who can make big plays? And I mean, Texas, if you look at their explosive plays, they're near the top in explosive plays. I think they have 6 receivers that have had catches for over 30 yards and like 3 or 4 runners who've had a rush over 20 yards. So they're explosive and they can break long plays. And I think that's when you're in those types of games where you have 2 really good defenses, it only takes a couple explosive plays to break the game open. So I do like Texas here, -5. I think they win by double digits. I think it's a bad spot for Georgia traveling to Texas to play the game. I don't know. It's going to be Georgia's second loss, right?
Yeah. What's the game total? What up, Smell? Good to see you, gang.
Game total is 57.
I like the over in the game total. I think it's going to be a close, high-scoring game. I think it's going to be an offensive game as well. I don't know. I'm taking Texas in this one as well. Yeah. What you said? You said UGA lost. This would be their second straight loss.
Not their second straight loss, but it'll be their second loss of the year.
Second loss of the season.
And, you know, here's the thing. I think this goes one of 2 ways. Either Texas comes out here and shows everyone who the fucking big dog is in the SEC, and I think that's a really public side, which is why I'm leaning towards Georgia comes out here and fucking reassesses some dominance here. The one thing that we all have to be very, very acutely aware of, Georgia's got maybe 20 fucking people on that team that are going to be drafted. Like, are going to be fucking drafted. They have a good defense. I don't know what the fuck schematically is going on with their defense, but they have a good fucking defense. So this is by far the best team that Texas has played. I mean, Brian, like that's you'd co-sign that. This is the best team they're going to see. And did Ewers look fucking great coming off of that injury last week? I don't think he did. So I'm a little concerned laying 5 points with Texas in this matchup. I really am. That's a lot. That's a lot for a team. Oh my God. That's a fucking lot, man.
I feel like on a neutral field, Texas is probably, well, I mean, they're getting at least 3 points for being at home.
Yeah.
So would you say on a neutral field, 2 points is fair?
Yeah. Like 2.5, right? I mean, I get the line. I understand. They're at home. Texas got one of the best home field, especially when Texas is fucking good like they are right now. They're going to have one of the best fucking home field advantages in the country, like by far.
I think Texas has such a great O-line as well.
They do, but the strength of this Georgia defense is always going to be on that fucking defensive line. They are nasty. They have great linebackers too. If they can schematically get in this fucking game and assess a little bit of dominance, punch Texas in the mouth, it might be a long fucking day. I mean, we've seen Quinn Ewers before. He's a good quarterback. when he steps up in competition, I think that's really where he fucking takes a step back, and he's not that great quarterback. There's a reason why they go out and they get Arch Manning. They need a fucking predominantly passing great quarterback, and I don't know if Ewers is that guy, especially coming off injury. That's all I see here. I think +5 for Georgia. I'll take the points.
So
do you think this game is high scoring, by the way?
Yeah.
I mean, I know they're totaling it at 57, but do you see 57 points in this, Brian?
37-25 final.
I mean, Texas is able to score almost at will since the beginning of the season. Obviously, last week, first quarter with Ewers coming back, they didn't score, but then they ran off 38 straight. So, I mean, I can see Texas getting into the 30s. I can definitely see Georgia getting into the 30s too.
Damn, maybe I got this all wrong, man. I have no idea. Look, I expect I'm going to take the money line for Georgia at some point tonight when maybe I'm a little bit more high than I am now. And I'm going to ride that, and hopefully they fucking bring it home. The best thing I can say is, like, I don't even have to worry about it. I'm going to put some of the chunk change that you fucking guys have earned me over the last week and a half. And then you guys are just going to keep hitting bets, so I don't really have to worry about losing any, and it's fantastic. I feel like that's a great way to go about it.
There you go. See, it's a sweat-free bet when you're getting good money. I'm putting together a money line parlay on all of this right now with just Tennessee and Michigan. It's +251. I'm trying to find this this Texas game.
It's at 7:30, so a little bit further down.
Yeah, it says national TV schedule. There we go. Where are we? 7:30. Here we go. Because I think that's a nice slate. Are you guys in on the LSU Arkansas game?
I haven't even looked at it, to be very honest with you.
So if you did Texas, Tennessee, and Michigan, your line would be +418. A little 20 piece.
Tennessee and Michigan. Yeah, throw a little 20 piece on that. That's
not
not
20 to win 103.
Not bad there.
By the way, I don't know. So Dan has been kind enough to let me, do some things on a certain book, and I'm up not only just on my main book, which is Fanatics, but on the Vada, I got like almost 300 in there. I've been at, but real quick stream. By the way, I sent the fellow co-host. We have a group chat. We plan the streams and shit. I got brakes and rotors. I got a new AC blower for my vehicle. I got an oil change. And I literally just beefed up I can now drive safely thanks to Evgeny Malkin in my NHL picks. It's been fantastic.
Yeah, what a pick that was, by the way.
Dude, yeah, so it was Gino's line was +2.5, and it was plus money, which I thought was stupid because he was 1 goal away from 500. 1 goal away from 500 goals in his career, and they were at home. I'm like, they're just going to feed him. And you know who it was against? Do you know who it was against?
I don't want to talk about this.
It's the Buffalo Sabres. He won an OT.
I don't know why.
It was absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, so just fucking insulted.
Sidney Crosby got 1,600 points against the Sabres, and Malkin got his 500th goal against the Sabres. So thank you, Dan.
The story: the Sabres are now going to try to nuke that fucking home ice stadium over there, and hopefully the Penguins are in it when we do it.
They're going to Kim Jong us, yeah. See, yes. I knew Dan knew his hockey. That's what they do in the NHL. They just, send like an arsenal of fucking missiles.
They send nukes.
You guys want to put together a little parlay for tonight's games?
Run it. Let's get it.
So, I've been looking at these games. So, I like Oregon, Purdue under 61.5. I know that's a little sketchy for some people. It's at Purdue. Oregon has to travel on a short week after an emotional game against Ohio State. I think they still score a ton. I don't see how Purdue does against Oregon. I like the under 61.5.
Yeah, wait. Oregon's -7,000
to win
That's I know that's
They're
fucking
minus. I have
stupid.
minus 4,500 on Caesars right now. Oregon is giving them 30 points.
Mhm.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Dude, what is happening?
So,
wait, Brian, did you just take Purdue?
no, I took the
No.
under 61.5.
Okay. Yeah, I'll tell that. Okay. How confident?
Oklahoma State is in shambles. They're starting. We don't know what quarterback they're starting, but it sounds like it could be the backup, and they're going to BYU tonight. I like BYU -9.
Hi,
And
Kelsey.
Against
Fresno,
OK State?
What's that?
You like a -9 against OK State?
I do.
Interesting.
So take
And then-
BYU -8.5.
Yeah, put that on there.
And
Okay,
then
it's plus 264.
Fresno versus Nevada. Both of them have competent offenses, below average defenses. I like over 49.5 in that game.
I got 50.5.
I got
Rip it.
49.5.
Rip it, 50.5.
Move your book. Which book are you on?
I'm on Fanatics. Wait, but I probably have an alternate line. No, because the only reason why I'm not going to move my book right now is because I got to send you a text and get a code from you if I withdraw.
Send me a text.
This-
I'll give you a code.
my
Bri, am I crazy to take Florida State to beat Duke? Am I crazy?
That line seems so fishy to me that's the reason
So
why I left
weird,
it
right?
off. The analytical modeling that I've looked at, not my models, but S&P Plus and some of Pro Football Focus, they would all probably peg this game as Duke being like a 6.5 point favorite. With it being only 2.5 at Duke, it just seems very fishy to me. So I'm just staying off that game.
Oh, speaking of making parlays together, the easy lay of the night for NHL wise is Colorado money line and Jets money line. Jets are playing the Sharks, the worst team in the league, and Colorado just got blasted the other night, and they're playing the second worst team in the league, which is the Ducks. So that's a fucking hammer. Colorado's -275, and Jets are -400.
And what's the
All right,
total?
I'll throw that on there.
The total of those games.
The total payout.
The total payout. This is added into the parlay you gave me. It's
Oh, okay, gotcha.
yeah.
Even if you take those separately, it's -142. It's not. That's really not bad.
It's not hateful.
No, it's not.
If I take those off, the parlay that
Rocky-
you built, Bry, is plus 595. I got over 61.5 total points for Purdue game. I got
Under.
BYU
You want
minus
So you got
8.5.
under.
Thank you,
Yeah, want
boys.
the under on that one.
Thank you, gentlemen. I'm like, Bry, what happened? It's like you took over 100 points. Under 61.5. Okay.
Hey, yes, sir. We are going to cash this week. We are putting together
Yeah, we've been on fire, Andre. You missed it. I'm up $2,000 on the week, and Bry's up like 900. So collectively, the show's up like 3K over the past week. It's been fantastic.
It's just great.
I mean, like, come on, boys. Hold on. Let me just.
Rock, give me a fucking. Yes, great. We're all very happy for you. Give me a fucking. Give me a shot total to throw in with that NHL.
So I do like McKinnon over 4.5. It's a pretty steep line, but with how they've been playing lately and also playing a shitty team, let me take one more look. Also, the Penguins are playing, so take Beauvillier over 1.5.
Oh, you've been riding that motherfucker, huh?
Dude, because his line's 1.5, and in the opening game of the season, he just fucking hammered like 6 shots on net, and I'm like, this kid's new, and he's on our team, and he's playing well. Like, he said, "Yeah, bro, and I'm on a revenge tour with the bookies. Fucked me last week. All good though. We got you, dog. We got you."
We'll get him back, buddy. We'll get him back.
Yeah, taking McKinnon over 4.5,
Okay.
and then
Right.
the Penguins game. Sid's line on my book is 2.5, and he loves playing Carolina.
Who doesn't he love playing? That's the question.
He does not love playing Chicago. He hates playing Chicago.
I stayed up and watched the Flyers game last night. It came on at 10 o'clock. I didn't go to bed till like 1. And their
Seattle?
backup goalie is Russian. His name's Fedotov. And he fucking sucks. So if you see him in the starting lineup, bet the over.
Okay, copy. Yeah, Phillies looked pretty decent. That was a high scoring game last. I think it was what 7-4, 7-6, something like that. 6-5.
They scored 4 goals in the second period.
Yeah, and I fucking played in the hockey game last night. And Dan, can you guess the final score of my game last night?
75-2.
We got pumped 15-5.
Oh my!
We had this goalie come in. He didn't stop a single puck, and I felt so bad after the first 3 goals. I'm like, "You're good, buddy." I'm like, "You're good." And after like it was 9-0 in the first period, I'm like, I just stopped going over to him.
You're like, get the fuck out of here! I'll just stand over there without pads. Yeah, I just stand over there without pads. You probably would have stopped a couple more than he did. Jesus Christ, who's this fucking kid?
I don't know. You got to come rough him up for me because it was not a good night. By the way, Fanatics doesn't let you take unders on props. It just says all over.
What a trash ass book that is, dude.
That's brutal.
Oh,
I saw the line and I said I have to go over.
Mets are up 8-1 in the 4th.
They need it. So I'm on a Subway series. Andre says, are they still fucking people with stat corrections like last year? Last year was wild with NHL props. Dude, the funny thing is I smacked like a $400 parlay the other night, and I had to wait an hour and a half for them to clear my money, specifically in case there was a stat correction. So, yeah. And also, Dan, we took to Brinkett a couple nights ago, and he's supposed to 3. I'm like, oh, he has 3 in the first period. We're lit. I checked back in the third to see what everybody else is at, and he's at 2.
Yep. They took one away from him. Yep.
Yeah, fucking stupid. Because you know what the same token is? Like, you can shoot a puck off someone's ass, and basically that means they got the shot on net. But at the same token, like, no one's really paying attention. And also, some online stat sheets will say 3, some online stat sheets will say 2. Regardless, Andre, I'm the Don Dada of NHL shots on goal, and it has been you see the hat, man. Y'all see the hat. Jesus. And they don't got Pavilion on here. Fuck Fanatic Sportsbook, even though I keep ripping them.
Bovada does so.
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna be cooking on Bovada. So I'm doing a 7-legger, and then I'm gonna minimize it. It's plus 3,000. BYU minus 8.5. Over 50.5 for Nevada, Fresno State, right? Okay. Under 61.5 for Purdue, Oregon. McKinnon over 4.5. Crosby over 2.5. Jets, Colorado.
Fantastic.
And then I'm gonna set 15 to win 477, and then I'm gonna minimize it with just Bryce football picks. Cool. All right. Do you guys want to rip TikTok for a little bit, and then we'll start wrapping up here?
Yes, sir.
Cool beans. All right, let me lock this in real quick. So yeah, Bryce parlay is 3 legs plus 595, 15 to win 89. Fuck that. You guys do this too? It's like 15 to 15 win on 104. Okay, we're locked. Bang bang.
So Andre,
thank you.
With Bovada, you can pull out mostly Bitcoin, like credit card, whatever the fuck you got, you can pull out with. It's rather easy, but it's not like quick like an actual book. Like it's fucking 24-hour payouts and shit like that.
Not necessarily. So on Bovada, when I would do payouts, I would send it to Venmo. And Venmo is the one that will hold you up or not. Sometimes they'll let you pull it all out at once. Sometimes they won't. Usually if you use Bitcoin's different. If you use Ethereum and you withdraw Ethereum, it's a bitch though, because if you don't know anything about crypto, if you send Ethereum, to a Bitcoin wallet, it will burn the money and you will never, it's gone. So you got to make sure you're sending Ethereum to an Ethereum wallet. You get it in Venmo, and then you got it. All right, let's queue up TikTok real quick, and then we're gonna get into some fantasy football real quick. I wanted to go over for the NFL season this week. By the way, I got fucked in my main league this week because someone was like, you know what, I'm gonna start the Broncos D. You know how much the Broncos D finished with? 23 fantasy points.
Oh my god!
I was like,
dude.
oh, that's great. I was projected to smoke him, and now because he threw a defense in, I'm gonna get railed. TikTok, where am I at? Yes, so I'm just trying to check. So Marvin Harrison fully practices on Friday, which is fantastic. I hope he plays because I need him. We got Quentin Johnston is not practicing on Friday. Lad McConkey limited in practice. Samir White, no one gives a fuck about, but he's not ready to go. Jordan Mason not listed on injury report for week 7. So he should be good to go. If you got him, start him up. And then
Kelsey
the big
ripping
news.
bets?
What?
Kelsey ripping bet online? Do you see that? Good
I just
Lord.
use Bet Online. Okay, Kelsey.
Fucking degenerate Kelsey. I love
Cooking.
it. All right.
Someone Andre said LMAO, bro. I started Javante and Broncos D, free 28 points. Still have Henry and Jefferson left to play.
Jesus.
48 points. That poor guy you're playing against.
God.
That ruined his whole week. His wife's about to leave him. And also on top of it, Amari Cooper will be playing in week 7. So we got that teed up.
Everything that you guys have wanted the Buffalo Bills offense to be is about to happen.
It's here.
So
yeah. So first question from TikTok is Tracy or Algier this week? That's Tyrone Tracy. So I think Singletary. I'll check on the Underdog Twitter real quick and make sure that Singletary is not playing because I'm pretty sure he's not. If you got him and he's not playing, if you got Tyrone Tracy, you got to fire him up because Algier still has Bijan in his lineup. And then Cup
Singletary says he's healthy, by the way.
Yeah, fuck Devin Singletary. He's this year's Tony Pollard.
He's coming in though. He's going to be playing. So
all right, well then I guess I'd still go Tracy over Algier though. I don't know if you're ripping that. And then Malik Neighbors groin on top of the concussion said he'll play in week 7. Hurts for Collins. Jalen Hurts for Nico Collins.
okay, I like it. When's Nico coming back? Couple weeks? I think you ripped that.
He's on IR, so it's like definitely 3 weeks long.
I think
Well,
you ripped it.
he
If you
went
got
out, he was the number 1 receiver in the league.
Yeah, he is the number 1 receiver in the league.
And if you can get him for just Jalen Hurts, I feel like quarterbacks are like you can find a good one anywhere right now.
Quarterback's definitely obviously the most plentiful position in the NFL for fantasy. So I like that. And then Maxwell Purses says trade 1, Achane, Cook, or Dobbins. I think you just try to move Dobbins because Achane's about to be in full form.
Agreed.
All right, George Playo 1 on YouTube says, hey guys, need help to start 2 wide receivers, non-PPR league. Amari Cooper. God, it's going to be so much fun. Waddle, JSN, JMO, Brian Thomas Jr., Josh Downs, and Juju Smith-Schuster. I'm putting in my vote. Amari. I'm putting in my vote for Amari.
Okay. Settle down a little bit. Amari's going to take a couple weeks probably to integrate into this fucking offense. So I would go be a little careful with the guys coming into new offenses. I would say the same thing for Devontae Adams, by the way. I think you got to start J-Mo because he's been on fire this year. You got to look at Juju here, right? Like after last week, Chiefs didn't go out and make any splash trades. Like he's the guy. You're rolling out with Juju. So I think I go J-Mo, Juju off this list.
Okay, that's fair. I'm going Amari and J-Mo just because I think it's more fun to watch J-Mo than Juju. Also, flex Mason or Tank Bigsby. Oh, Jordan Mason all day. Yeah. If you have Jordan Mason, he's got to be in your lineup.
Just be careful with that because Mason is, I believe he's nursing some sort of injury.
Shoulder sprain.
So just fucking, because he might not go this week. They might start Garendo or some shit like that.
I mean, apparently they're saying he has no injury designations coming into the league. Yo, Joseph Rivera, thanks for the follow, my guy. Guys, the league tried to veto that Jefferson trade y'all told me to do, and it went through. Yo, please remind me what the full trade was, please. I need to hear it just for one time.
So good,
Ryan on TikTok says, just traded Kamara for McBride, Zay Flowers, and Devontae Adams. Good trade?
Damn.
That's wild.
That's crazy.
That's a fleece. You fleeced him.
Dude, that's a great fucking trade, man.
Wow, he must have needed an RB bad. Kelsey says, Neighbors or Amon-Ra St. Brown? I think we know that. I mean, he's playing Phillies. Honestly, this game's going to be one of the best games of the week. It's Saquon's return. I think Malik's going to want to show he's the new piece in New York. I'm going Malik Neighbors.
I am too. I just don't see many. I don't see many weapons on the Giants besides Neighbors. And man, he's only played 4 games, and he's got the stats of a lot of really good players that have played 6. So I think Neighbors is the play.
So I got 2 here.
I agree with the boys. By the way, that was good shit.
I got 2 here before we get to the next one. I want to talk about that trade. We got, they're saying, do you think Kupp is playing? I do think Kupp will play. They need wins now badly, and he went through the bye, so I think he'll play. And then Jacobs or Aaron Jones? Is Aaron Jones playing already? Why do they just transfer Cam Akers if he's playing?
This is the craziest thing of the week here. This is a day-to-day thing. Everything that I've heard is that Aaron Jones is not playing this game and that Akers is going to take over the starting role. So just be fucking careful. I do not think Aaron Jones is playing this week.
Yeah, so play it safe, follow double down there, and go Josh Jacobs. By the way, real quick, so last couple streams we helped Andre build a trade out, and he sent away Garrett Wilson, BTJ, and Laporta for Jefferson and Goddard. Or was it? So he sent out Garrett Wilson, BTJ, and Laporta for Jefferson and Goddard. So now he has Josh Allen, K9, Derrick Henry, Jamar Chase, and Justin Jefferson. W's in the chat.
He's got 5 first-round picks on this team.
That's fucking stupid.
Crazy.
That is dumb.
Crazy, dude.
Yeah, they tried to veto it, and it did not get vetoed. So if you guys need trade suggestions, let us know. If healthy, do I start Aaron Jones? With Cam Akers, I think they're going to give him a spot here. Kyron Williams and Devonta Smith for Kenneth Walker and Drake London. Thoughts?
One more time. Sorry.
Kyron and Devonta Smith for Kenneth Walker and Drake London.
Okay. I don't mind it. I really don't mind it. I think that's a good trade.
I don't mind it either, but K9's more injury prone than Kyron. And also, I think Devonta Smith's on the better team. Andre says, I got to wait for the trophies now, my boys. It's a lock. It is a lock.
I put you at a minus 5,000 favorite to win that trophy, buddy.
Dude, that's stupid. If he has somebody at flex, that's crazy. Just someone on waivers that's just been playing well, he's going to be unstoppable. D Sim says pick 3: Tay Adams, Ayuk, Higgins, Reed, or McLaurin.
Okay, I'm starting McLaurin until the wheels fall off of that Redskins team.
Yeah.
I think you got to. Oh man. Okay, hold on. Serious question. Go as fast as you possibly fucking can. What do you expect from Adams in this fucking Jets offense? I think the Jets have many, many problems. They could not stop a very weak defensive line for the Buffalo Bills without 2 of our best defensive linemen. Is this going to make a huge difference here?
I think Garrett Wilson's going to have a game, what I think is going to happen. That's all I think that's going to happen. I think Devonta's going to draw so much hype and so much attention. And Aaron Rodgers, Aaron Rodgers and Devonta Adams haven't played in 6 years, whatever the case may be. So with that being said, I think the player that's been getting a majority of the workload is not going to get all the targets, but he's going to be the one bringing in the receptions and moving the ball down the field. Devonta might get a touchdown, might not. Also, Devonta's been banged up too. So I think if you have
the Steelers, oh fuck that! Don't start Devonta. No thanks.
Dude, honestly, if you're 5-1, start Devonta because it'll be more fun to watch. But other than that, I'd go. So what? You're saying go Reed and McLaurin?
Yeah, because I think Reed is in one of the best offenses in the league, and McLaurin is in the best offense in the league. There's nothing you can say about that. Reed is going to score. He has touchdown upside every week, and McLaurin does too.
Andre says, bro, TJ Watt's about to break A-Rod. That's kind of
It might happen. It might happen.
All right, we got a trade here. Trade Mason, Cooper, and Addison for Nico and Brian Thomas Jr. I'm 5-1.
Damn, that's a good trade.
Mason, Amari Cooper, and Addison.
You could swing it. I'd swing it.
That's a good trade for both parties, low-key. Seriously.
Yeah, because Nico's number 1, like Bryce said earlier.
but he's hurt.
going to come back. He's going to assume but he's going to come back and assume the
No,
number
but the
one.
kid
He's
trading
clearly better
Nico
than
away
Diggs
probably
and
needs
Dell.
the wins now.
Yeah, exactly. So at 5-1, you can kind of cruise a little bit. You're pretty much already in the playoffs. Like it shouldn't really matter.
Just like Rocky Prop 6-0. Here we go. Tank Dell or Achane this week?
6-1 after this week.
Oh, I'm playing you this week, huh?
6-1 after this week, buddy.
You're lucky JT's not playing your boy.
Keep him in your lineup, though. Go ahead. What was the question?
I'm trying to find it. I just lost it. I feel bad. I can't not read it. Oh, Tank Dell or Achane this week?
Ooh. Tank Dell. Dell's got the Packers. Probably going to be a little bit of a boat race over there. I'm going to go Dell. Give me Dell.
I'll go Dell as well. I think Achane doesn't break out till next week. Dobbins, Bigsby, or Achane? It's a tough one. I heard one Dobbins. Bigsby?
Bigsby. Yep.
Okay, so I will be starting Bigsby this week. Yeah, we're gonna go Bigsby. Bry, Wandale, and Hubbard for Brian Thomas and Javonte Williams.
I think you need a little bit more, right?
Yeah.
I think you need another piece.
Yeah, so try to get him to come out of something a little bit more because you're upgrading a wide receiver, but Hubbard is going to be kind of in a split backfield after a week or two.
It's true. But I mean, is he going to be really? He's third in the league in rushing. Are they going to take away carries from him?
I can't believe I dropped this fucking waiver.
I don't think you can take carries away from him. I know everybody thinks that Jonathan Brooks is going to come in here, but if Jonathan Brooks comes in there and gets 5 carries for like 25 yards, he ain't taking over that fucking job. And they're not taking fucking 10, 15 carries away from one of the best running backs in the league right now.
Oh, Gavin R says CD for Amari and JT.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Cooper's got upside. I don't care what Brian's face says when I say that Amari Cooper's going to be good for this Bills offense, and he knows it. He can feel it in his balls right now. They're tingling for Amari Cooper. He knows it. Amari's got huge upside in this offense. If he can shut the fuck up and run a route, which is more than any other fucking wide receiver on the Bills can do right now, I think he's going to fucking slot in and catch some fucking touchdowns, man.
Yeah, me too. By the way, guys, if any of you have, also, I'm at 283K likes here. And if you want the stream to go much longer, you got to get those likes up. I'm trying to trade Josh Downs and Marvin Harrison for CeeDee Lamb in my other league. Do you think that's a fair trade?
Josh Downs and CeeDee Lamb for who?
No, Marvin Harrison and Josh Downs, so I get CeeDee Lamb.
I mean, I think stats-wise, it's a pretty good trade, right?
It's pretty fair, and also, like, not to be a prick, but I am trying. Guys, if you have Josh Downs, move him while you can, because if you look at his stat sheet and you're like, oh, he sends me Josh Downs, it has 22 points, 19 points, 20 points. After this week, because AR is in, it's just going to go.
Anthony Richardson is starting this week, so move the fuck off of him quickly. All right, hey, listen, I'm a sucker for somebody that tells us they love us, so he gets this question answered right now. Kyle Singer on YouTube says, Kirk or Love full PPR? Love you guys. We love you back. Rocky Prop, hit him with the fucking shit.
Listen, you got to ride with the hot hand. I'm pretty sure the Packers don't have the worst matchup this week. Like, say, if you looked at Minnesota going against Detroit, who are they playing this week?
Packers are playing the Texans, and the Falcons are playing the Seahawks. Give me Kirko Bangs, buddy. Give me Kirko Chains, baby.
Jordan Love has thrown 2 touchdowns every week that he's played. That's fantasy relevance. He said Love, baby, all day, right? You going J Love. Evan on TikTok says Mike Evans or Deontay Johnson.
Ooh.
I'm sticking with Mike Evans.
Mike Evans? Yeah, it feels like he's
playing the Commanders this week, though. And if they're going to listen, that means the Panthers are going to be throwing the fucking ball. And there's one guy who
Gets the
catches the
targets.
ball, and another guy that kind of catches the ball sometimes, and Xavier Leggett.
Xavier Leggett.
Yeah, so I'm going to go Deontay, actually.
Fair. Kyle says supposedly the Seahawks secondary sucks.
It really does. It really
I agree.
does.
I agree, but like I like Jaden Reed and Dontavian Wicks and all the other options rather than just Drake London and Kyle Pitts and Darnell Mooney. And also, if it's a close game, they'll have to throw more. I like J-Love more. Thank you for the roses.
In most touchdown receptions this year.
What'd you say?
5.
Jordan Love does?
Mike Evans is tied for the lead in touchdown receptions this year with 5.
Yeah, and then also Miles says Mike Evans or Joe Mixon at flex. I do think you go Mixon over Evans, though, at that point.
Against the Packers, I think you go Evans there.
Okay.
Bucks are playing. Maybe not. Yeah, Bucks are playing the Ravens. So.
Yeah, so I'm going Joe Mixon. And then winging it with Winger. Trying to cancel me, bud. He just dropped a gift in the chat, so I appreciate him. So I'm reading his question. Who would you drop for Lockett, Pickens or Juju? For
Pickens.
Lockett?
Pickens.
Yeah, drop Pickens. Lockett's that
Russell Wilson's coming in this week, and it's not going to look good, guys. I'm just telling you that right now.
I feel so bad.
Right.
I'm seeing all these sad edits of Justin Fields trying to play well, and it's like a sad song over it. And he's like, I guess I just didn't play good enough. George Play01 says, should I trade Mason and Kyler for Hurts and Pacheco? Or Hurts and Tyreek? My other RBs are Barkley and Gibbs and Bucky and Bigsby and Amari and Waddle and JSN and Brian Thomas and Josh Downs and Juju Smith-Schuster and JMO. Go get Hurts and Tyreek. Fuck Hurts and Pacheco. You don't even need an RB. And also, Pacheco got his leg destroyed.
Yeah, I would not trade for Pacheco.
I feel like you keep Mason and Kyler, though.
I mean, why? You got Barkley and Gibbs.
Yeah, who's he gonna? That's the biggest thing here. He's got four pretty solid running backs. I would say.
So send Mason for Reek. Send Mason for Reek. Oh my God, you have Josh Downs. Send Josh Downs and Mason for Reek. Josh Downs is done after this week. Oh, yes, I have Waddle. Send Waddle for Waddle and
send your whole team for Reek. Yo, find a way to get Reek because you need. I feel like once Tua comes back, Tyreek's going to look much better.
Trade Flowers and Matheson for DK.
Flowers and Matheson for I'm in on that.
Yep.
If you can swing it, get the fucking Andre. This is a fleece. Like I'm sorry, Wilson has one good game this season. Like I think this is a fleece.
Yeah, Garrett Wilson's not the greatest, and an offense that's not doing well. Laporta hasn't really looked good, and Brian Thomas has been solid. And I think Brian Thomas and Wilson is pretty fair for. It's not as bad as a trade as you think. But no. The reason why it's a fleece is because he shouldn't have made the trade with you.
Yeah, it's
crazy. Not about the trade. It's about giving the dude with the best team in the league, Justin Jefferson, for people that he's not starting. That's why everyone tried to veto it. Because when people in the league see the last,
what the fuck is this shit?
When they see the last Infinity Stone hit your glove and it's purple and gold and starts going like this and doing the gritty and shit, like. They're like, we're cooked. So, yeah, that's why they're mad. Chase Brown or Kareem Hunt, bro? What up, bro?
Hunt.
Chase Brown.
Hunt.
Dan loves Kareem Hunt and Deontay Johnson. Loves him.
I think Chase Brown is the bona fide number one.
Dave, I got you. He is, and I feel bad because I was riding Zach Moss as my second RB all season, so that kind of sucks. Yeah, go Chase Brown. Chase Moss,
whoa.
Send them both.
Combination of the two.
I mean, when the Bengals needed to run out the clock last game, the running back that was in was Chase Brown. It was not Zach Moss. So I think
Zach Moss was also hurt. They use Zach Moss in the passing game. Danny Dimes, Drake May, or Rodgers this week?
Not Drake May. I can assure
you
do not want to play him. Again, I don't know. There's no fucking shot. Danny Dimes
Dimes.
has
Danny
Philly.
Philadelphia.
Ay.
And Malik's back. Danny Dimes. Tee him up. It's game time. Start Danny Dimes. He's at the
A-Rod
pole.
might die. A-Rod might die this week.
Dude,
TJ
I called
Watt's
it last
coming.
week.
TJ Watt's
Last
coming,
week, I'm like,
baby.
he's gonna get blasted. Yeah, this is not good. We already did that one. Trade Dobbins. Love or Jaden Daniels?
Ooh, Jaden's got the Panthers, man. I feel like that's
And
a
the
really
rushing
hard
side.
no start. Like you got to start Jaden, right?
You got the rushing upside too.
Yeah, he's gonna
start
murder
two.
the Panthers.
Pop Douglas, Juju, Josh Downs, Darnell Mooney, and that's it. Juju, Pop
Give me
Douglas.
Juju.
Downs, Darnell Mooney. Juju and Darnell Mooney.
Yeah, Juju and Mooney.
Addison or Mason at flex? I think you kind of got to go to the San Francisco running back now.
Mason.
I think you got to do Addison. I think he's going to have a lot of chances to score here.
Thank God, I hope so. I need him. Got fucking sat on by 23 points by the Broncos defense.
Listen, the Niners are playing the Chiefs, and I firmly believe that the Chiefs have the best defense in the league. So I just would be very careful with that.
DJ Moore, Jameson Williams, ETN for Zeke and CD.
For Zeke? Why are you trading for Zeke?
I think it's just a throw in to make him feel good.
Is this
ETN.
a trade from 2018? Like, what the fuck are we doing right now?
I'd pull it. I get AJ Brown and Hurts and Marv and give up Storied and Jefferson. Who's Storied?
It's probably Story or something, but anytime you're
AJ
getting
Brown,
Jefferson
Hurts,
is a
and Marv.
win.
He's getting off of Jefferson and getting AJ Brown, Hurts, and Marv, so he's getting a stack and Marv. I like it. Pick one. Oh, we just got limited on TikTok again. What the fuck did I do?
Smoking over there, probably.
I didn't smoke anything.
Drug addict.
Trade Pittman and Kelsey for Pickens and Waddle. Yucky. Yeah, do it. Yeah, Waddle, who's going to be better?
Yeah, I feel like Waddle would be better.
Oh, Stroud. Sending Stroud and Jefferson for AJ Brown, Hurts, and Marv.
Nope.
The Philly fan does not like that. Do not fucking do it. That
You said
sounds
the
horrible.
Philly fan doesn't like it. Oh, traded Kamara and Diggs for AJ Brown and Walker.
Yeah, that's a good trade. That's
Caroline
a good
said
fucking
swearing.
trade.
Is my question going through? Tucker Eldridge. That's the first time I've seen you because you have a little badge next to your name. So usually when anyone has a badge, I see it. Oh, I got you. Achan, Mason, or Juju? I will. Achan and not Achan. Actually Achan. Achan and Mason. Tee it up. I saw Achan. Said he's ready to run. We don't like Raheem. He's at the polls voting for Kala.
I just feel like the Colts are gonna be what the Dolphins need to get back on track. The Dolphins are gonna look out over the offensive line, and they're gonna see Anthony Richardson back there, and they're just gonna breathe a nice sigh of relief that he can't throw the ball more than 12 yards.
Yeah, so Tucker, go Achan. A couple more here, and then we're gonna wrap up, guys. Start Njoku, Kraft, or Ertz. People have been all over Zach Ertz.
I'm going fucking. Did Kraft get dropped? I'm going Kraft. I think Kraft has been the best tight end this season, minus Bowers.
That's a great take.
Yeah, I take
like
Kraft too.
Yeah, me too. Start 2, Reed, Flowers, Tank, or Amari. God, dude, real quick.
Reed.
If you're 6-0 or 5-1, and you have either Amari, I keep putting names together. Devontae Adams and Amari Cooper, If you have Amari Cooper or Devontae Adams, just start them because it's going to be fun as fuck to watch. You're going to be like, oh my god, New Jersey.
One of
They're
them is
talking
going to
about
have a
my
game.
guy. What?
One of them is going to have a game.
That's
I
gonna be Amari
guarantee
Cooper.
you one of them. I don't know.
It's gonna be-
I don't know who it's going to be, but
It's going to be Amari Cooper. I don't, dude. Wouldn't that be just like such a part of the Jets' curse? We're like, we got Devontae Adams, and then Aaron Rodgers' leg goes behind his head. Like, he's done for his career.
I can't believe you said that about A-Rod.
And Zach Wilson's not even there anymore. It's going to be a smaller, scrawnier, whiter quarterback. Like, here we go.
Who's their backup? It's Ty God, isn't it?
Is it Tyrod? Ooh, go get Tyrod in the game.
Ty God gets in there and he just starts throwing dimes over the dude. Tyrod's a good guy. He's a good fucking dude.
He is a good guy. All right, a couple more here. Start Burrow or Mahomes?
Burrow's got the Browns, so I'm going to start Burrow.
All right, I like Burrow too. All right, we're going to end the show with this question here. Top 5 wide receivers to trade for right now. Give it to me, gentlemen.
I think you got to have access to one of the guys that just moved. So it's Devontae Adams and Amari Cooper got to be on the list right now.
Of course, Dan takes 2 fucking picks out of the 5, leaving Brian us 3. That's not really nice. I'm saying top guy to trade for right now, CeeDee Lamb. He's on bye, hasn't done well, and immediately when the Dallas Cowboys always come off bye, they always play better. Go after CeeDee Lamb. Brian, that means you have a pick.
I'm going with Terry McLaurin. He is currently 20th in yards. And he's the main target in Washington. And I feel like people have this sour taste in their mouth about the last decade of Washington football, and they still don't believe it. I think McLaurin is kind of under the radar, becoming not so under the radar, but you might be able to grab them before they explode.
And Cooper Kupp.
And Cooper Kupp. Thank you, Dan. Because that's the number one guy that they're saying he's not. He's playing. He's playing, and he's going to get. By the way, Dan, let me remind you. So, do you remember what week 1 looked like for Cooper Kupp?
Yeah, it was a huge, huge week. I have him on my team.
How many fantasy points and how many targets, if you had to guess?
20 and 10.
20 what?
20 points and 10 targets.
Try 32 fantasy points, 21 targets.
Bang, bang. There you go.
That's fucking stupid. Go get yourself some Cooper Kupp. A lot of people left the chat because I said that was the last question, so I appreciate you guys. Going to kill TikTok. And then, yeah, ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate you streaming today. We had 877 live viewers on TikTok. And how many questions? I like seeing how many questions we got real quick. We had 775 questions. Very nice. And yeah, guys, we stream Tuesday, Fridays, and Sundays. Sunday is at 10 a.m.
Whoa, 10 a.m.
Here we go.
Ready. Up and ready.
And then 6 p.m. on Eastern Standard Time on Friday and Tuesday. So we love y'all. Brian's grabbing his imaginary tits, and we will have a great rest of our night. And also, yeah, keep posted on our socials on Twitter, because if I smack Bry's picks, which are on the bottom of the screen, I will be posting them on Twitter. Much love. Appreciate y'all, and later.
Back then, hoes didn't want me. Now I'm hot hoes all on me. Back then, hoes didn't want me. Now I'm hot hoes all on me. Back then, hoes didn't want me. Now I'm hot hoes all on me. Back then, hoes didn't want me. Now I'm hot hoes all on me. Back then, hoes didn't want me. Now I'm hot hoes all on me. Back then, hoes didn't want me. Now I'm hot hoes all on me. Back then, hoes didn't want me. Now I'm hot hoes all on me. Back then, hoes didn't want me. Now I'm hot hoes all on me. Before I came up in the game, these hoes didn't show no love. They see me in the club and used to treat me like a scrub. They wouldn't holler cause my dollars wasn't swollen up. I bet they changed their mind when them 84s come rolling up.